County late Saturday night.
We found basically a mess.
The young driver is behind bars and one passenger dead after smashing into a tree. News 10 Special Edition Weekend at 11 starts now.
You're watching News 10, where your local news begins now. Your connection in Southern Oregon and Northern California. This is News 10 Weekend.
Good evening, I'm Aaron Nilsson. Thanks for joining us. A car crash in Josephine County leaves one man dead, one woman hospitalized, and the driver behind bars. News 10's Justin Matthews shows us how a teenager drove into a tree, killing a man in the back seat of the car. In tonight's top story at 11.
Dried up oil on Holland Loop Road, the pungent smell of mixed car fluid is all of which remains after Saturday night's fatal accident. A neighbor called 911 after hearing a crash, and the Illinois Valley Fire District responded about 9 minutes later.
We're trying to secure the scene. There was family members down at the scene. There were other younger teenagers down at the scene. It was really a chaotic situation at first.
IVFD's Jason Bayless says the scene was a mess. 19-year-old Eric Fisher was driving his Acura Integra with two passengers. After losing control, Fisher hit a tree, splitting his car in half.
The vehicle, upon impact, as far as we can tell, hit the tree, and at the sheer speed that they were doing, the vehicle sheared apart and separated.
Bayless says one part of the car was on the road and the other part was between 50 to 100 feet away. 22-year-old Cambria Riverland Cook, who sat in the front passenger seat, was transported to the hospital with injuries. But 35-year-old Austin Pedro didn't survive the crash.
We did have one deceased victim there, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family and their friends.
IVFD pronounced Pedro dead when they arrived. News 10 spoke with his neighbors who have known him for many years. They say Pedro was a great person and will be very missed.
As a kid, he was always the protector of the underdog. Him and